PDP! PDP! Power! Power! Your Excellency, you are once again welcome to the land of equity, the home to a great deal of personalities that have, over these times, either featured as prominent stakeholders, participants in the Nigerian project over time, either as great heroes in the battle of keeping this country one and making this country safe. You are welcome to the home of people who have had the opportunity of leading this party of ours, the biggest and the strongest and the ever-rampaging political party in the whole of the African continent, the PDP. You are welcome to the home of a land where, much more than ever before, people are set, poised for a kill this time to replace an inept and a misfit and undeserving people who today are holding false authority in this state and have reduced our state to one of the poorest states in the whole country, despite the abundance of natural endowment resources. You are welcome to the home of people who are longing for the change, and this time for the real. Your Excellency, Kebbi State is not a new place to you. We have had the opportunity of hosting you severally here, and more especially during the 2019 election campaigns. This time around, Your Excellency, we are in the moment of truth and in the process of deepening sober reflections on where our country is heading to and the situation we have found ourselves, and the heavy-handed blunder that our people were hoodwinked into electing in 2015 elections, and also the false mandate that was imposed on our people during the 2019 elections. And our country today is predicated upon a very gloomy situation, a situation of despair, threatening the fabric of our society, threatening the lives of our citizens, fear, rancor everywhere, and almost our state is, our country is on the brink of principle, has assumed the status of a failed state, and therefore, this is the moment where we need people like you, people who have, through the center of history of this country, have carved a niche for themselves, have played critical roles at certain critical moments in the history of our country, and have over the time garnered hands-on experience and built up a personality with a vision, with a reach out, with a touch, with grappling with the realities and the stark realities our country has been trapped into. And therefore, today, as delegates from this very state of ours, the Kebbi, who are wise, alert, enlightened, focused, and sincere and loyal to the People's Democratic Party, nothing else, will listen to you. We'll listen to what you have in stock for Nigeria and for Nigerians. Those of us who have been close to people who know you, those of us who do know you, those of us that have been your associates in this very critical journey, do know that Nigeria cannot have a better person that is well fitted, well suited, that will give this country the leadership it deserves, and that will commandeer and head and become a linchpin of our party towards rescuing and rediscovering Nigeria and rebuilding Nigeria when the power comes in our hands, inshallah ta'ala.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. PDP! PDP! Power! Power! Nigeria! Alhamdulillah. Your Excellency, our leader in Kebbi State, I'm happy to be here today. You have spoken to the BOT chairman. Today in Nigeria, I have come here to greet our members of PDP in Kebbi State. First of all, to thank you. I appreciate what you have done for PDP in this state. You have stayed focused. And inshallah, 2023, PDP will come back here in Kebbi State. We all know when it was like when PDP was in government in Kebbi. Now it's different. PDP will come back and restore and repair Kebbi State, inshallah. Nigeria today is in a very serious situation. Nigeria today, we cannot bring just anybody to be president because the problems are plenty. The work is a lot. We all know in 2015, Kebbi, Northwest was not like this at all. We cannot afford another mistake this time around. For me, as you know, I have history between Ilorin Emirate and here also in Kebbi. This is my home. And anything that affects Kebbi also affects me. So I feel what you are going through, the insecurity here in Kebbi State, in Northwest. So you need a president that is bold, is courageous, that can fight for you and make sure that we bring security back in Kebbi State. You need a president that has the experience, being in the legislative, being in the executive, and somebody that has international respect, because you need international cooperation to fight insecurity and bring jobs. You need that kind of president. You need a president that can unite Nigeria today. We need unity. I believe that I am that person that can do that in Nigeria. I am somebody that you know, and I know you. I'm not new to you. You are not new to me. My brother here, we are not just friends. We are family. Because the politics, siyasa, will same teacher. The same person that taught him siyasa taught me siyasa. And that person is Aled Oloye, Alajiganshi, Alagafraja. So today I see myself as part of the Kebbi family, and I want to assure you, I will fight for bring security back. I will not stop until we have peace in Kebbi and the Northwest. I will not stop until our farmers begin to go back and produce. I will not stop until our youth get jobs, and they will get jobs. Let us look for that person that can do the work, that will fight for Kebbi, fight for Nigeria, and unite Nigeria. I appeal to all our delegates, look for that person that you know when he's there, you can go to, you can send people to him, you can be part of that government. I believe that person is me. And inshallah, when I get there, I will not forget you. I will never forget Kebbi, because Kebbi is my home. So I want to appeal to all the delegates in Kebbi to please come 28th of May, inshallah, to vote for your own Abubakar Bukola Saraki.
We know what you can do, we know what you have done, and we believe you are going to do better when you are the president of this country. Let me assure you that in Kebbi State, our delegates are going for you, God willing. Jama'a, abinda nake so in tabbatar muku anan shine
the most important thing is that we must ensure that our men and women are well supported so that they can show commitment. We must ensure that we have professionalizing recruitment, we ensure training, and no funds for equipment, and more importantly, ensure that those who are at the field are well compensated. They have to have a sense of commitment. You cannot tell me, as a country as powerful as us, that we cannot win this war. I promise that once elected, it will be my priority to end this banditry. We have technology today in today's world that can help to sight people to be able to do it. We have to invest and ensure that our men are well and women are well equipped in this area. More importantly, there has to be better cooperation of all the relative security agencies for intelligence. When I was Senate President, we had a conference and we came out with a new strict security architecture that will help. And as I said, I will not stop until we put an end to this, because this is a priority. Without security, there cannot be development, and that is why it will be a number one priority. And I've assured Nigerians that I will not sleep until we put this right, and we will do it, inshallah. The most important thing in creating jobs is that, one, we must create an environment that allows people to come and invest, open up industries. You know, when I was governor, I led this issue on commercial agriculture. This is an area of focus here, that we have more commercial agriculture in Nigeria, so that we will be self-sufficient. We will support that, ensure that the yield of farmers are better. We ensure that there's a last buyer result, and we ensure that a lot of our youth, we have vocational trainers. We train them 1 million a year that can find jobs. But to do that, we must create the right economy that will allow people to come and invest. Thank you. Because for the people of Kebbi, they have come to see that competence, capacity is very important in who is president. And today, with great humility, out of all the aspirants, both PDP and APC, none of them have my experience that I have. I haven't been in the private sector, I haven't been governor for 8 years, I haven't been chairman of Governors Forum, and haven't been Senate President. I challenge, there's no other aspirant that has the kind of experience. And for people of Kebbi, they have come to learn that it is that kind of person who has shown that he's courage, because he's courageous, There are many decisions that we have to take as a country to change this country. And you cannot do it if you are not courageous enough. They know that. They're well-exposed people of Kebbi. They understand the issues. They are good politicians. They have got capacity, and they know that's the kind of president. Now, we cannot just put anybody as president. We don't have that luxury. We can't get it wrong in 2023. And that's why they're with me. And I, too, I'll be with them, because it pains me to see what they're going through. 2015, Kebbi was not like this. Northwest was not like this. I promise you that when I get there, I will not stop to bring peace back to Northwest. Thank you so much.